Student makes selling sneakers look easy. When a business student converses with a sneakerhead, they form an all-star pair to sell rare footwear. Hello and welcome to Side Hustle Kings and Queens, where I talk about financial tips and topics, and you guessed it, side hustles too. Just a little disclaimer, I'm not financial professional. I just love learning and sharing all this stuff with you. Lastly, please help me grow my channel just by simply smashing that like button. Thanks. Sebastian Ringelstetter was studying business at university when he decided to actually start a business. As he was hanging out with a friend one day, the perfect concept happened to sneaker up on him. This friend was a sneakerhead, a collector of vintage and rare sneakers, some of which happened to be worth a lot of money. You see, not all sneakers are created equal, and companies like Nike and Adidas occasionally sell what they call limited release product lines. These sneakers are produced in limited quantities and often sell out in hours, if not minutes. Sebastian learned that many sneakerheads stay on top of the limited release schedule and often buy additional pairs to resell to those who weren't able or couldn't be bothered to fight for them. His friend explained that he often made 50 euros or more per pair with this method of reselling. Sebastian asked if he could fund the next pair. He wanted to explore the possibility of lacing up together. With 150 euros in hand, the two set out the next weekend and bought a pair of new released Jordan retro sneakers. Within a month, they'd flipped them for a tidy profit. Sebastian was hooked. He saw an instant return on investment and stepped up to do it again. They soon bought more sneakers and also came up with a name for their venture. That name was Drip Drops, since they'd slowly drip the sneakers out to collectors after they dropped. They used the name to create an Instagram account, but that was the only real marketing activity they did. It wasn't uncommon for him to walk into his store, be asked what size he was looking for, to which he'd respond, all sizes, and walk out with 10 to 20 pairs. The higher volume boosted their revenues, and at this point, they are on track to earn over $400,000 in revenue for the year, with $100,000 of that being profit. But Sebastian isn't resting on his laurels. With those profits, he intends to move into new categories and target other luxury items such as watches and handbags. There's also the hope of opening up a retail store sometime this year, if the pandemic settles down and allows it. All this has come at the perfect time as Sebastian is about to graduate from university. He'll have plenty more time to put boots on the ground. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Side Hustle Kings and Queens. The info in this episode I found on sidehustleschool.com. Please help me grow my channel just by simply smashing that like button. And lastly, always be kind to one another, no matter what background or race you're from. Thanks.